Hey guys, GameBoy3800 here once again. Slight setback. Either one or multiple of my memory cards have died. It's a dark, stormy night. There were some huge lightning flashes earlier. I was working on videos ready to go up onto the channel. But if we take a look here, I've only got one stick in there. I just tried to stick on the outsidemost slot, and nothing happened. Like, it didn't post. None of the lights came on the keyboard. The display didn't come on for like 5 minutes. So I took it out. The problem is I don't know which one of these it was. It's going to be one of those three. It's either one of those three, or that first slot has died on the motherboard. I tried resetting CMOS, and I tried resetting the GPU and taking out my extra networking card, making sure that it wasn't any of those. It's not. It is just a memory card, which is a pain because, 32 gigabytes is kind of required for video editing nowadays, but if I have the run 24, I guess I'm going to have the run 24. I will put in the other 3 memory cards and see if I can still get it to post. Right now it is still posting and we're at the BIOS. I haven't tried to boot into Windows yet. If you're wondering, on the RAM, it was fine. It was very fine, actually. Running at its speed before. Come on, there we go. Yeah, all of this was fine to run at before. And I have just locked the DRAM voltage at 1.35 volts before. And that's been working for like a year, however long I've had this version of the machine running. Project Constellations, I called it. But yeah, I'm just going to save changes and reset. And before I get into Windows, I'm going to go back into BIOS so that I can put in the other memory cards. I'll reset a few times to apply any settings. It's probably reapplying all the settings because when it reboots in safe mode, it takes everything off. Oh, get ready for thunder. That one wasn't too loud. I don't believe that this is a memory card failure caused by the storm, because I'm on a UPS with clean power with an automatic surge protector. System is posted in safe mode. System instability. What's from? I can't tell what's from. It didn't say. It's keeping all my fan settings, which is handy, I guess. Is it this? I wouldn't think it's that. I can try. Put it back to auto. That would make things pretty slow, but it might help. If you don't know what that does for AMD, you want that to be half the RAM speed you're running at, so that you get a 1-to-1 ratio for RAM and CPU. Because RAM is DDR, double data rate, so that means when it says 3600 megahertz like it did in BIOS, that actually means it's running at 1800 megahertz. So if you want a 1-to-1 ratio to CPU and RAM, set the CPU ratio, I forget what AMD calls it, but set its ratio to 1.8 gigahertz as well. And that'll have it be synced up nice and good to go. So if I set it to auto, let's see what happens when we try to post the BIOS here. I'm about to run out of, I guess, recording for the base app. Yeah, it still says the same thing. So I'll get back to you at a different camera app that doesn't have this limitation. Right, using a different camera app now. It's going to change in video quality. I apologize, but it'll run forever and not have that time limit limitation. But yeah, I don't know why it's saying instability every time. I could try running. Here's an idea. I will run the RAM at 3400 megahertz. That way, the front clock frequency can be run at 1700 megahertz. There we go. Right? Yeah. So that should be good to go. CPU voltage is left stock. And DRAM voltage stock is 1.2, and I set it to 1.3, so that shouldn't be a problem. Everything else here, I'm pretty sure it's always been auto. So set RAM speed slower. It's only running on one chip right now, only one memory chip. So that should, in theory, mean it's going to be as stable as it could possibly be, you know? Making a lot of random noise because I've got 4 hard drives in there. It's still saying posted in safe mode. System instability. From what, though? I still don't understand that. It's recognizing all my hard drives. It's recognizing my SSDs just fine, and my drive there. What if I just disable the profile entirely? So go back to here. That's on auto. That's on auto. Everything there. I'm still going to increase RAM voltage just to make sure that that's not going to be a problem. 0.375, give it more voltage. These RAM chips are good to run 1.45 volts, so upping it a tiny bit, it doesn't concern me at all. I'm just trying to make sure we don't get a stability error again. Alright. That time, we posted. So it is something with the RAM. I mean, we knew that because of, the memory chips on the board only half recognizing. Dogs are going crazy. And by crazy, I mean they're walking. I'm going to try 3,200 megahertz on the RAM. $3,200 megahertz, very stable speed. Anything can run it. Even some DDR3 modules I've had can run at 3,000-ish megahertz. So More voltage. I don't know why I didn't stick with my 1.375. I mean, it already was, but the DRAM voltage said it wasn't good to go. Alright, let's see. We'll just reboot normally and not restart a million times. That's probably going to say unstable again. Lovely. I will try 3000 megahertz next time. I'll keep going down until it's stable. And keep it synced. That time it worked fine. Alright, I found the speed it likes. That's above stock, 2133, so that's good. I shall now see if all the other cards will work. That's going to be the biggest challenge because I'm pretty sure the outside slot didn't work, or one of these cards didn't work, but also was having memory problems in the BIOS. So, I don't know, I'll put everything in and see what works. Alright, I put them all in just to see what happens. Let's see if we get power first boot. Would you look at that? And it does go to BIOS. Yeah, look at that. Alright. I think we're back in business. Click that. Now we should be back in business here. So, yeah, something happened. I would chalk it up to the storm, because it is thundering and raining something fierce. So, I guess, buyer beware. In supermassive thunderstorms, don't be recording and uploading multiple videos at once, even with the UPS. And we didn't lose power, we just did this suddenly. Very odd indeed. We're back up and running. I gotta plug in my other monitor, because for whatever reason it always boots to the old Dell. So I just left the Acer unplugged for testing. But yep, I'm back up and running. Glad to see it wasn't something more serious. I just had to dial back my RAM settings. Still have no idea why, but it's running. I don't care. Goodbye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little adventure in fixing a big old computer. Well, it's not. You know what I mean. Goodbye, everybody.